this guy, he sipping blessing. Devil really out here, he testing. Why they talking down on me, asking questions, acting like they shooters, not really slipping. Woke up in the church, trying to get confession. Talk to the running on repeat. My music's the music giving me beats. I be from the streets. They don't appreciate me. Yeah, they don't appreciate them.
What's up, man? How you feeling?
I feel good today, man. I feel pretty good. A solid day, solid work day. A lot of people spaced the fuck out today, so we're gonna have a lot of conversation today. So I feel good about it.
Well, I had a rough day at school, work, my job. So listen, if I start ranting, it is what it is.
It is what it is, right? Oh, that's right.
Say no. Can we stop playing around? You ready?
All right, come on, man.
All right. Of course, we're gonna start it off like the candle. I get the drinks ready because, like I said, I had a rough day and.
You know, it's always a mood when you got the camera. I'm at the candles.
Let me go a little bit more. You ain't no real drinker, so you know I ain't gonna.
That's enough, sir.
Oh,
trying to get me fucked up.
Oh wait! It ain't done yet. The cameraman gotta get some too.
Right.
He ain't slick.
This look like piss.
Hey! Watch yourself.
Sure, this Jack Daniels.
That's it. Something little.
Make sure y'all download the Kingpin, Sounds of a King. That's what's playing in the background. Written by yours truly, the Kingpin.
Shit.
That's toast to new beginnings, fresh start. Shout out to our cameraman.
Alright, so let's get into the topic. Today, first off, just to give you a heads up what we're going to talk about on this first pilot for Space the Fuck Out, Sdfo on our YouTube channel. We want you to like, comment, and subscribe at the end. You can follow us on Instagram at
DAKINGPEN, the Kingpin.
Or SDFO23ENT. Also on TikTok, also on Twitter, also on YouTube. Topics that we're gonna discuss pretty much, we're gonna talk about some sports topics. We're gonna talk about some real life stuff that a lot of people might be going through that you might not know how to really vent, get off your chest, or just might need an outlet. So we work in this field, so we pretty much know some things that can help. And then we got our own experiences that, you know, you guys might be able to learn from. Other topics we want to talk about today:
music, Trey Songz, and the state of hip hop.
Okay, so for sure we're gonna do that, and then we also gonna make a reference to a moment where somebody was spaced the fuck out.
Always.
Shout out to Glassmeyer. She know who she is. So with that being said, I am the assistant, the amazingly smart and sarcastic troll, and this is the Kingpin.
I love writing music. That's what I do on the side. So hopefully, you know, y'all get a taste of my music, and hopefully y'all get a taste of who I am as a person. I'm funny. So what I like to think I'm funny, but yeah, it's gonna be a good show, man.
Appreciate it. So let's get ready. Let's go. Let's dive back into it. All right, so we back. We ready to go. What topic you want to talk about first?
Let's get into sports real quick.
Sports, okay. We're talking about sports. Free agency been crazy. Pretty much a couple people got the NBA by a chokehold, and I don't understand why. It is not a point guards league no more. So as you know, Dame Lillard, who played for Portland, I mean, he shoot from half court.
I don't know none of these people. So
he shoot from half court. Everybody know what Dame Land is, and Dame demanding to go to Miami to play with Jimmy Butler. They're gonna have to give up their whole squad. They might as well have my man Champ Jones come play for him. But
can you explain the free agency? Are these people their contracts are done, so they free agents? How does this work?
So for Dame Lillard,
For somebody that don't know sports, because I don't really know too much about sports. But yeah, let's.
All right, so for Dame Lillard, what I believe is his contract is not completely up. He's not a free agent, but he is in the opt-out season, which means he has the option to play with them, or he has the option to say, before my last season, I want to get traded, which benefits the team that he's on, Portland, because if he's a free agent, they don't get nobody. They can't trade. He could just go where he wants.
Okay.
But if it's the opt-out season and they could trade for him, they could say, okay, we're going to lose one of the greatest point guards of this generation, but we'll get something in return. So he's telling his agent he want to go to Miami. Jimmy Butler there, Kyle Lowry there, Hero, Sheen from... Sheen
Was Jimmy Butler with the Sixers?
Yeah, but he got traded.
But he got traded.
And Sheen is from Jimmy Neutron.
See, I know a little bit.
Yeah, so they all play for the Miami Heat. But that's where the agent is saying he's demanding to go. But then they're gonna have to give up everybody. So it's Dame Lillard.
Because they can't afford him.
They can afford him, but Portland is gonna want a lot of people to give up one of the premier people that they've ever had. Dame Lillard is great, but I mean it's taking too long. They need to make a trade. They need to give it up. It might be a 4-team deal, but a lot of teams is not willing to trade for him because he don't really want to play with them. So his target is Miami. He just want to go to Miami. Why? I don't know. I mean, defensively they dogs, and they do well. They do what they got to do, but I'm still not a fan of Miami. The best team in the East to me is Boston. They just got to get rid of Jaylen Brown bum ass. But I mean, it is what it is. And then James Harden, the beard, he played for the Sixers, but he want to go back to Houston so he could trick and average a triple-double and do what he got to do. But the Sixers got to make a trade. If they gonna get rid of him and he gonna leave, then gotta get somebody for him.
The Sixers been doing pretty well though. Like you starting to hear their name more, but so if they trade him out, then
they gotta
what would be our options?
I feel like, and I'm not really a Sixers fan, but I do love basketball. Joel Embiid, he is the best basketball center. He is the best center in the NBA. He is one of the best basketball players. Jokic is the man. He is a great center. He just won a championship, no disrespect, and an MVP. But he can't lace Joel Embiid's shoes when Joel Embiid is not in his own way. So, Sixers, James Harden was the man. But we not about the, like Charles Barkley say, dribble, hold the ball, and try to be the point guard who scored 50 points and 10 assists. We don't need that. Well, sorry. Sixers don't need that. Sixers need a real point guard who's going to do what they got to do. So it's a lot of options out there, but I feel like the Sixers will strive because they got Maxey, who is a younger, more athletic version of James Harden with that capability and capacity. And they got Tobias Harris, who I like a lot, Shake. So I feel like, and I believe Shake's still there. I might be wrong, so my bad if I'm wrong. I feel like they need to get like a real knockdown shooter, a perimeter threat that can help them.
Who would be
because
that?
they got rid of a lot of people.
If you had to recommend somebody, who would that be?
Man, I don't know. So many people got traded and sent anyway in every way, so I'm not even sure who's out there. All I know is that my Lakers made some improvements. Thanks to the NBA guys for always looking out for LeBron and getting LeBron where he needs to be so that LeBron can coast through the season, putting up his numbers, doing his accolades, doing his thing to keep his body healthy so he can make a playoff run. The talent that the Lakers got, they really have a chance. And if LeBron get another ring, it's over.
So you think LeBron's going to retire anytime soon?
No, he's waiting. LeBron is going to coast through this year. If they're doing what they're supposed to do, and the young Bucks and AD who in the boxing ring wanting to shadow box and fight people, if they do what they got to do and AD take it to that next level, then LeBron can really cruise because we all know LeBron is waiting for his son to get to the NBA. He wants to at least play 1 year with his son, and then LeBron going to go into buying more teams and coaching. So LeBron right now is just maintaining his body, doing what he got to do. And like he said on ESPN, the ESPYs, and he say every day, once he's trashing basketball and can't at least average 25, 7 and 7 like he's been doing, he don't want to play the game no more if he's going to cheat the game. I personally feel like Brian got 3 years left. This year, which we're going to really push to make a championship run. The following year to be with his son. And then his last year where he gonna have his farewell tour like Kobe did, his idol.
So is his son as good? really this good?
His son is a good player.
We or is the son getting pushed to the NBA because it's LeBron's son?
Well, initially,
does he have the talent?
Initially, that's what it felt like because, of course, it's LeBron James' son.
Right.
But then he started to show his own. He is a shooter. He is a slasher. He's super athletic. Got crazy bounce. He could dunk. He is a playmaker, and he's at USC with the #1 point guard. So if they do it correctly, it could be a reverse LeBron and D Wade. Whereas though Bronny James would play the role of like D Wade, so that when the #1 point guard break down and everything for USC, Bron gonna have free lane to shoot, dunk, do everything, slash. So Bronny James do got some skills, but he's not gonna be LeBron James. Just like Michael Jordan's son wouldn't be Michael Jordan.
Right. So what about where does Carmelo's son fall in?
Carmelo's son, he's still young, but Carmelo's son has the hype, has the athletic ability, and he got the mentality like his pops. Carmelo was one of the most underrated to me NBA players because he was always put in a 2003 class amongst Bron, D Wade, and I believe I don't care what nobody say, but top 5 wise, and Kobe, rest in peace, Kobe to the GOAT. Kobe will tell you his most difficult challenge offensively was Carmelo Anthony, and Melo Anthony's son, really got that opportunity to be that because mentally he like Melo. All he want to do is score. He go to the heart. He go aggressive. I mean, he go to the whole heart and he go aggressive. But he do got an opportunity too. But so does LeBron's younger son, Bryce, who also playing along with Carmelo's son. So Brian know what he doing. He gonna definitely push to get him there. Is what's up. Is decent that the NBA stars what they were. D Wade's son is even good too. He play in the G League that D Wade owned. It's decent that their sons took after their fathers and want to actually have aspirations for the NBA, and they got an opportunity.
And keep the legacy going, right?
Keep the legacy going. And for LeBron kids and Melo kids, they're definitely going to get a shot at D1 college and the NBA off their namesake and their skill set.
Right. But once they get that opportunity, they just got to prove themselves.
They definitely got to prove themselves.
You can't be LeBron James' son and then you get pushed. I'm not saying he's getting pushed, but you get the opportunity to be in the NBA and then you crash, you fall. Like, you're not averaging the same amount of points or doing what you used to do when you was in D1. So,
or you ass.
Or you ass.
Yeah, so you're right. So sports-wise, definitely. Baseball right now is going into the All-Star break. Yankees, you know I'm from New York, so I'm always going to love my Yankees, but I'm also from LA, so let's go Dodgers. Both East Coast, West Coast. Football, as you know, your Eagles. They made a lot of trades and they got better.
And they were smart enough to with this Jalen what's his name?
Hurts contract.
Jalen Hurts contract. So
they gave him that money, so they
look. He deserved it. After he played this year, he definitely deserved it.
Damn sure.
Although we should have had that Super Bowl. I'm just saying that. We should have. We should have. It was definitely ours. But
it was. One defensive play, one defensive stop changed the game for everybody.
But you know what I think fucked up? Rihanna did it.
I used to defend you, Rihanna. I used to be in love with you, Rihanna. But then that ASAP dude, man, whatever. Hey, Rihanna, it is your fault. Whatever, I don't care.
Let's just blame Rihanna.
With them damn Margielas and that all red bullshit.
Like, no.
Whatever.
She did do it. She did a good job.
But no, it's going to be an interesting NFL season. I'm always rooting for my Giants. Saquon, please sign back. Tried to get OBJ, but he'd rather go to Baltimore with the running quarterback, Jackson. They ain't going to do shit, but hey, it is what it is. Jones, DJ, we gonna do what we gotta do. Giants, we coming this year. But sports wise, yeah, I mean we're gonna touch more topics when it gets closer to it. But sports wise, I mean I'm cool off of talking about sports.
Yeah.
How you feeling though? What's really on your chest? What's really on your mind?
Honestly, it's the music, man. Like it's always about the vibe. Let's talk about like artists that we feel like are very underrated or don't get the praise or just now getting the praise that they should have had like a while ago. So like the first person that come to my head is, Jasmine Sullivan. She is my favorite female artist, like in regards to vocals and in regards to just music in general and actually building her catalog. I know recently she just dropped the album a year ago or 2 years ago, Hotels. And you know, even though she kept like promoting it, saying it was an EP, but you know, it got so much praise and so much love. Like she ended up winning 2 Grammys off of it. You know, which was an amazing thing to see. But I'm excited that Jasmine Sullivan is getting her praise. And every album, I just feel like she never dropped a bad album at all. Like I feel like as a fan, you're able to grow with her music and experience. She's able to experiment and things like that. And I feel like I always felt like she should be getting the same praise as Adele always get. You know, we praise Adele a lot.
Hey, now you touching the topic, but that's tough.
I don't think that's tough. If you put Adele in one room and Jasmine Sullivan in one room, I know who's coming out that room.
Both of them.
Nah, it's
Rich Paul right behind Adele. Exactly.
No,
Rich Paul, a part of LeBron team. RWTW.
No, I like Adele. I really do love Adele. I love her music. But Jasmine Sullivan, she gives you a different type of soul. Like, and from the national anthem, from just like the vocals, like even in terms of hearing album cuts and hearing things live. You know, I just felt like Jasmine Sullivan gives you all different types of vibes when it comes to performing it again and again and again. And I do feel like Adele is like, she's saying it like it is. Like, and there's not much vocalness going on, even though she has a beautiful voice. But Jasmine Sullivan, man, like, the vocals is on another level. Like,
I'm a big fan of Jasmine too.
Are you?
Grew up in West Philly, so I know Jazz from where she was down from. She used to be around West Philly a little bit, and I knew a couple people that she dealt with. I met her pops a couple times, so Jasmine was great growing up. Jazz, you know Dan, I know Dan, we all know Dan. But how I feel about Jazz, and some people might get mad, I always appreciated Jazz way back when for being an African American chocolate female who was thick, carried her weight well, but also dealt with her insecurities, her emotions, her mental health very well, and she expressed it vocalizing through a very powerful voice, especially with Bust the Windows Out Your Car. If you really understand that song and listen to that song, you can hear the pain that she's letting out. Not only because of the dude that she was dealing with, but in my eyes, the competition in the industry. She wasn't on the same level as Kelly Rowland per society because she wasn't out there trying to have sex appeal and showing off ass and titty, excuse my language, showing off her body. Even now to this day, I feel like so many people slept on her, and what I hate the most about society is you can have an artist as amazing and mainstream as Jasmine Sullivan,
right,
but people won't know about her or give her a chance or blow her up and play her on the airway until something that could be potentially controversial or another person gives her a shout out, and then it's DE. I'm not gonna say what it is, but that's how I felt because when she came out with Hotels and she talking about sex and doing this and that, the niggas and getting backs and getting her licks and this, you know what I'm saying?
A lot of women jumped on it.
Exactly.
It was like an empowerment.
Exactly. And the Ratchets came out like, oh yeah, this is my shit because, I feel what Jasmine saying. Jasmine been talking. Y'all just ain't want to listen to it.
Right.
And that's what pissed me off about it because Hotels is an amazing album. It's a great body of work like you're saying, but they didn't give it the just dues until Instagram wanted to say, oh, you listen to this song.
But you know what? When during the pandemic, I remember she dropped the Lost One record, which was a pretty solid record, but it was like, all right, this is the comeback record after like 5-year hiatus. Like why you think she takes 5 years breaks in between her albums?
Because
like 4 year, 5.
One of my favorite artists in the world, Justin Timberlake, I used to get upset because I wanted Justin Timberlake to come out with music all the time because I feel like Justin Timberlake is a gem. And with Jasmine, she's the same way. Why come out and rush something just to make the money when your heart not into it? No disrespect, but honestly, I really don't care what nobody say. Ride Wave come out with the same album, talking about the same hardships. Nigga, you was this and you, me neither. You was this and you was broke. Now you got all of these millions and talking about the same shit, same way. Jasmine not gonna do that because she's really going through life experiences that get her to this point. She had that soulful stuff and she tried to hit y'all with that. Y'all didn't respect it. So as Jasmine started to find her way and wrote for more people and became beautiful and focused on her physical image and her mental health, then she got that sex appeal and then niggas tried to take advantage of her. You know, them BET plus niggas. And then afterwards, you know, she came out with the hotels. They had to set it straight because men out here going crazy, doing what they gotta do. So Jasmine hit them with this and that. And now it's, oh, this is the anthem. This is the blueprint for us to follow. And now y'all wanna give her praise. Listen, I've been felt that way. If I wanna get chills, if I need to have a good day, if I'm struggling, I put on the national anthem. When Jasmine Sullivan had on that leather trench coat with them panda dunks on for the Phillies, and she sung,
you know that whole outfit.
And exactly, the whole stadium started shaking
at the Phillies.
At the Phillies game,
Yeah.
she shut that shit down. The only other person who could top that
is Whitney.
Whitney Houston, rest in peace. Other than that, I'm not trying to hear nothing nobody got to say.
Yeah, no, that's facts, man. Like we gotta give Jasmine Sullivan her flowers. And like, hopefully one day we can interview Jasmine Sullivan. That would be a dream of mine. Like
a dream of the stan, not fans, but stan.
No, the difference. See, they don't know the difference of stans and fans. I'm a fan. I'm not a stan. Stans is excessive, and you know me tweeting Jasmine Sullivan every single time and notice me, and got. You know, I'm a fan of Jasmine Sullivan, and I would love to work with her one day. I just want to read her mind and just like how her concepts in the studio.
Blink twice if you feel uncomfortable, Jasmine.
You ain't shit, man.
Male wise, who you feeling?
To be honest, like in terms of underrated or. You know, like recently, I want to say Miguel, and then I want to say Frank Ocean at the same time.
Two of my favorites, by the way.
I love Miguel. And I do feel like as an artist, Miguel, when you listen to his albums, you could tell that he's experimenting with new music every single time. Like you could tell, you could grow as a fan with him. But I do feel like sometimes it doesn't connect. Everybody looking for that Sure Thing record. Everybody looking for Let My Love Adorn You. Like everybody looking for that record, but I feel like a lot of people don't like to grow with their artists. So it leaves like the artist continuing to grow, but people just like, I don't like this Miguel record. I'ma just listen to his old stuff. Like, you know, his Sure Thing record is now like number 12 on Billboard, like after years of being released. A lot of people catch on later on.
Shout out to TikTok though, because you do shaking ass and one dance on TikTok and they put a Jersey Shore beat to it, and now it's skyrocket. But that's my shit.
Miguel is a talented writer, talented vocalist. I know he took some shots at Frank Ocean too.
Hey, brother. I don't know about all of that. I admire them. That's like asking me if LeBron took a shot at Dirk. Hey, they both one of my favorite players. LeBron took a shot at Kyrie. That's 1 and 2 for me. I don't care. I'm not indulging in that. Me personally, I've been rocking out with Miguel since forever because Miguel was Mexican. So I'm like, damn, it's a Mexican person. He really don't look Mexican, but Miguel out here singing. I used to even try to have a pompadour hairstyle like Miguel. Right. And listen, I used to rock out with Miguel when he came out with Art Dealer Chic. And he came out with them 2 EPs back to back. Exactly, back to back. And I'm like, dog, I first saw him on YouTube doing a cover. I'm like, yo, this dude could sing. But then he came out with Sure Thing.
Sure Thing.
J. Cole, right?
No. All I want is you.
All
That's
I
the
Want
one
Is
with
You was J. Cole. Yeah, but he had the leather shortcut.
Yeah,
This was kind of crazy.
Yeah, this was when he was literally like experimenting.
Right. Where I know which way he was going. He had the leather trench coat on again.
Oh my god!
And I was like, I don't know. But J. Cole, made that song, and I'm happy that he do a whole lot of songs. Come Through and Chill. He do a lot of songs with J. Cole that I really like. But his albums, every single album has been a hit because he takes his time, he puts the work in, and
you can tell he respects the craft.
Exactly.
It's not a lot of people. It's not about like oversaturating the market. Like I need to be seen. It's people actually who take music really seriously that wants to be like, yo, I'm not dropping anything until I have a good body of work. You know, like I do feel like sometimes Miguel don't get the praise that Bruno Mars get.
Right.
You know, like even though Bruno Mars is very talented, right? But I feel like Miguel should be a little up where Bruno Mars.
But we know why though. Bruno Mars is all about pop, dancing. He go with the classics. He also is a part of the group.
Well, you know, Miguel was part of dancing until he fell on somebody.
He did the leg drop. He did the leg drop on somebody. Miguel wants to be the entertainer, but I feel like Bruno Mars takes on the Elvis persona when Miguel takes on the Prince persona.
Yeah.
So,
that's true.
I feel like I mean everybody. If you know me, you know how much I rock out with Miguel. Really quickly, let's just shotgun real quick. Top 5, not even 5, best Jasmine Sullivan songs.
Woo! Damn. Based off vocals, backgrounds, one of my favorites is In Love with Another Man. Like that's a classic song, and when you like listen to that song, it's just like you can feel all the hurt. And you actually, fun fact, that's the song that got her signed. Cause she wrote that like when she was a teenager. Like, Best of Me is one of my favorites. I'm trying to name one off each album. Stuttering, Brand New. I just like the storytelling in that. And on Hoax Tales, you know what? Like when I first heard the song, I love that whole album. I do love the song On It with Ari Lennox. I just like their vibe of like soulful music, but I also, you know, one song that I wasn't feeling in the beginning was Bodies until she had the Tiny Desk and she performed Bodies live. I always go to the live version than the standard version, which I like both of them, but live version, she always got me going back to her live. And one more thing, I know this is like 6 songs right now, but the last one is Forever Don't Last live version. I think it's in Birmingham. That's my favorite one. Like
me.
What are your top 5?
Me for Jasmine,
because it looked like you had to go on your phone, but you know,
did because like, I got so many, but
I got them in my head, like
all jokes. And this is why, because when I listen to music, mind you, if you know me, if you watch my Instagram, party music is playing. Party music gets me going because I just need is instrumentals and the beats. So for Jasmine, what I listen to with a vocalist or R&B artist is if it could resonate and make my body shake and make me want to act like I could sing. 10 Seconds by Jasmine Sullivan shuts shit down.
1, 2, 3.
Listen.
4.
Listen. 10 Seconds. Need You Bad gets me going. Pick Up Your Feelings, because she came out with that, and that's a good song. Pick Up Your Feelings. I feel where she coming from. Lions and Tigers and Bears. The range that she reached on that song, exactly, is crazy. And then, of course, the song that you might hear in the background, Lost Ones. I've been in that situation before, relationship-wise, and for a female to know that she lost a dude, a guy, a great person, or a nigga, and to say, okay, yeah, I did some dumb stuff. I lost you, Go do you. I respect it, but just don't forget about me. I don't know, that really resonated with me for a female that had that much oomph, that much balls to say, yeah, don't forget about me, even though I effed up. But those my songs. It's a couple more, including like a bonus one, and that would be "Bust the Windows Out Your Car" and Meek Mill "Dumb."
Yeah.
I'm not a Meek Mill fan, no disrespect. It's like Ride Wave, same thing over and over. But "Dumb," they went hard on, and that beat was crazy.
Yeah.
Miguel,
you know why that song got overshadowed?
Because of the controversy that Meek Mill went through at that time, right before he was going to jail. She put it out.
That. You know what happened during that time? The Jay-Z, Beyonce, and Solange fight in the elevator.
Oh yeah, so
that's the same time it dropped, and then it kind of everybody trying to like
social
forgot
media.
about it.
Exactly,
Yeah.
not giving her just dues because she wasn't fighting in the elevator, or she came out with a great song, and then it was like, oh okay, just a Philly collab. No disrespect to Philly. Philly get the step cousin persona a lot, but Miguel
top 5 songs.
All right,
go ahead. No, go
say,
first.
Sunbathe is a great song. Adorn, always. Vixen, always. That P is mine, always. City of Angels, beyond my shit, because that's talking about LA. And then not even honorable mention, but Simple Things. It's a great song. I'm a Miguel fan. Every single song, I don't know of a bad song. Girl with the Tattoo, greatest song ever created. And a remix with Party Next Door, even better.
I would say Miguel Gravity, Sure Thing, Quickie. People don't get that. Like,
that's a great song though.
All I Want Is You, and I think it was GFG off
Good Fucking Girl.
Yeah. That was my song. That was like that album to me was
one of the best. Mm-hmm. For sure.
Yeah.
Cause I like Leaves off of that joint.
Yeah, Leaves. That was a great album.
That song, them songs was
that
all
was a
that.
good follow up. Like,
all right, let's talk about an OG real quick.
Who's the OG?
It's a group of them, and the only reason why it's a little biasness, but you got Jodeci, Drew Hill, or SWV.
And it's funny because we about to go see them on tour. So.
We are, and I'm going to be completely honest, and I don't care what he say. I'm not an SWV fan. I only like to listen to the SWV songs that they cover Michael Jackson. So who cares about SWV? No disrespect.
No disrespect. Like they didn't contribute so much to the music industry. Like
Jodeci is cool. But if I listen to Jodeci, what I think about Marty Marr. When Martin came out on the stage with the Rydell show and he started singing Casey, JoJo.
Casey, JoJo, Devontae, now down and they always start to rock. Damn it, down and they always start to rock. It could be good,
So Jodeci cool. Yeah, lately. Okay. Drew Hill. Listen, gonna shut shit down, and it's the best out of all of them. They headlining the mix.
Look, I'm a fan of music, period. Like, I already saw Jodeci live before. I actually, when I graduated college, I took my mom to go see Jodeci concert.
Shout out to Miss J.
Yeah, shout out to my mom. When I took her to see the Jodeci concert, I grew up listening to Jodeci, Drew Hill, SWV, Mint Condition, all these people that I really like cherish their music. I grew up on these people, so I feel like it's a pretty even tour. Of course, I know a lot of Drew Hill, I know a lot of Jodeci, and I know a good amount of SWV songs. So regardless on who performing, I'm gonna have a good old time. Like I just feel like back then, that's what we missing, groups. you know how much music groups put out the music, the videos, the soul in their music, the singing in the rain, like you felt their music back then, man. Like I feel like that's what we're missing. We need more groups. And not just groups that are pop stars, but I miss that R&B feel of just music.
That's because they talked about something. They had content to their music that made you feel good to say, damn, I might be doing my girl wrong. Let me not get a tank, maybe I deserve situation and go do what I'm supposed to do. Or Love Will Be Right Here by SWV made you feel good driving. I'm about to go to a cookout. I want to be with my friends and all that type of stuff. That's what my generation grew up with. I don't know this new shit. I don't care for it either. Nobody knows Glorillaz and Aria Lennox. No disrespect, but hey, I don't listen to it. Sorry, Coco Jones. Hold on. I see you. But we'll talk about that the next time. We'll talk about that the next time. Fresh Prince of Bel-Air.
No. Stop. These are people, and you point out two artists right now that you try to shade a little bit. You point out two artists who are true to the R&B essence of what R&B is. These two artists don't get the praise that they should. Now, granted, like right now, Coco Jones is getting a lot of praise for her single ICU, but the project as a whole was a good project.
Now, and a remix with Justin Timberlake, not Jacquees.
I'm gonna be honest.
That was ass.
But I'm gonna be honest. The song didn't need a remix, and I don't think Justin Timberlake brought anything to the record. It was a solid, remix, but I don't think we needed the remix. I love Justin Timberlake too, so don't go there. Like I like Justin Timberlake, but another artist you said was like Ari Lennox, and I feel like a person like Ari Lennox, like we don't cherish or like listen to her music as much, but her album was bananas. Like if you listen to the album start to finish, you be like, damn, like this is a good follow up. Like
I didn't. I'm sorry. I didn't even know who she was.
Great solid album, but you got like you heard On It though.
I don't, probably if it was on the internet or social media, but it's not in my Apple Music.
You heard Jasmine Sullivan featuring Ari Lennox, "Sit On It," right?
That's a great song.
Yes.
Okay, but that's because of I was in the flow. I mean, the song with her, A Girl Like Me.
Yeah.
That wasn't raunchy or nothing. Jasmine matched her, and her is beyond underrated. But we're not even gonna touch.
We're not gonna say she is not underrated.
So the people don't give her just dues. I don't care if you wear the glasses. Take them glasses off, baby girl.
She does.
Exactly. Now, exactly. But that's another topic we'll touch base on. Ultimately, music is the driving force, especially beyond this podcast. I mean, I feel like that's where we resonate and bond the most with real life situations, space the fuck out moments, and music. And I go to sleep to music on. I rather listen to music for all different things in my life rather than watching TV and all of that type of stuff. And the artists nowadays, we do got some gems that, like he said, we need to give our flowers to, including Jasmine. It's a lot more.
When I say flowers, like I'm talking about give our flowers to these veterans that's out here. When I say like praise, I'm like we gotta give them more praise. I feel like nowadays we just giving everybody flowers. Like I want the flowers to be meaningful. Like people still gotta prove themselves. People still like so. When I talk about Jasmine Sullivan getting her flowers, I don't think it's right now that Ari Lennox should get her flowers right now, but I do feel like she is somebody that we all need to be looking out for because she makes great music, and she's somebody from 10 years from now we're gonna be like, yo, she was the Erykah Badu of this, like in terms of like in a different vibe and atmosphere. I feel like Ari Lennox is that for this generation. So that's why you gotta listen to her music, because when you listen to the first album, the second album, you're like, all right, I understand what you're talking about. So,
man, they need to get their flowers. But like in Martin, when he had the wedding planning, you got the Hustle Man flowers, the plastic joints you could get at the Aries and the Summers and the Kailanis, right? And then them carnations, them pink roses, them real flowers. the rare Venus flytraps need to go to the Jasmines and the Adeles, the Chrisette Michelles, all of them, the real vocalists.
What?
Real vocalists. Not these one-hit wonders showing ass.
This is Ari Lennox not one-hit wonders. Summer Walker is not one-hit wonder. But we can agree to disagree.
Man.
You know, like it is what it is. You know.
What's up next? Talk to me.
We gonna leave the real life drama to the end. You know?
Okay.
Let's talk about this celebrity drama that's going on. Like
celebrity drama. Hold on. Breaking news.
what's breaking?
Female says that she was abducted, saw a baby hitting the gritty on the turnpike, went missing for 48 hours, but then miraculously. Let me stop being an asshole. Go ahead.
First of all, that's not celebrity news, but I'm gonna be totally honest with you. If you see what's a lot of things that's going on the internet and even on TikTok, you start to see how females are being targeted by like either tissue being in their side door and handle and it's making them drowsy, or different signals where people are like following these girls and they're getting drowsy and kidnapping them. So any bystander, a lot of bystanders, especially females in general, will like, she didn't look past the stroller that was out there, and she mentioned that there was a baby outside, like, and she was missing for 2 days and everybody didn't know where she was at. Kind of found out she walked home, and from what the family's saying, like, she was very startled, and you know, something did happen to her. They didn't go into details.
Allegedly.
But yeah, it could be allegedly, but I do feel like those topics can be very sensitive. I'm not here to say she did, but I do feel like there's been so much evidence out there that these traps like this, like where a baby stroller is on the side of the highway and nobody looking the other way besides that one person, and then they get kidnapped. Like, these things have been happening. So, like, I'm not saying she didn't. Like, that never crossed my mind that she didn't get kidnapped. But I do feel like, yeah, because some people's like, oh, the family doing the interview, so money got to be involved or things like that. Sometimes people want to keep whatever happened to them very private. You get what I'm saying? Like, maybe even though, like, even details from the police officer, there's no evidence that, you know, aligns with her story, and I just feel like as police officers, like, let's investigate the situation before things come, like, because things could have a bad turmoil where it's just like, oh, we didn't have all the facts and we said what we said, and then, you know, they being sued because
You got canceled.
yeah, like, but I do feel like something happened to her, and maybe the person that had her was very scared, like, oh my God, like, we got so much coverage going on right now, let her go. Or maybe she did actually fight for her life to get out. We don't know the situation, and as the story go on, we could provide more details, but right now we don't know all the details. I don't feel like it was a lie or anything like that. So, what are your thoughts on it?
Being realistic and not being an asshole. I read the story. I heard about it from multiple people, and of course, had my own judgments on it, prejudgments or whatever the case may be. I will say this: just like the Jussie Smollett situation. Initially, when it happened, I was all gung-ho, like, damn, that's messed up that this happened. What is the world coming to? I would never want a friend of mine, a family member, or a child that I may have in the future to go through that situation. Then when the truth came to the light and it was all a lie, it made me get numb to the situation because, you know, sometimes we do put ourselves in situations that we don't need to, and we do not help ourselves. We block our own blessings. So I'll say this. I don't know completely all the evidence. What I will say is that I pray that, you know, this isn't a lie. This isn't some agenda or propaganda to try to get your 15 minutes of fame or some money from this. And what I want us black African American females to do, because we so quick to call the cops on a nigga that we dealt with, or a nigga that's doing us wrong and all of that, or our baby daddies. Utilize every opportunity and option. You're in the car, you saw that, you had a cell phone, everybody got Instagram and social media. I promise you, if she would have went on live and said that and showed it, the cops would have been there in 5 minutes quicker than if she called them on 911. So let's utilize every single thing. I know it might have been fight, flight, or a risk situation, and she's saying, damn, a baby, let me go rescue this kid before she gets hurt, and something could have came from that. So I'm happy that she survived. I'm happy that the family is doing their due diligence to protect her. I just want us moving forward to be able to have this teachable moment to say, if we're in this situation with these diabolical, malicious predators that are out here who really do this type of crazy shit, to just utilize every opportunity we have so that the world and the country can learn from it, rather than make it a spectacle that it is, because it's 50-50 right now.
But I don't feel like she would just make it up just to go viral. Like, that's just, it's really people like I say in the song, appreciate, like, black bodies is the price of gold. Like, we are, like, valued. Like, we getting our organs taken out of us. Like, it's so much stuff happening to us. And then when we do go missing, there's not this big coverage going around when it comes to us being missing. Like, it's just like alright, it's another black person missing. Like, that shouldn't be a thing. Even, like, you know what story has stuck out to me? Like, I had to look it up, but it was Rasheem Carter. Like, this boy was in Mississippi for a job, and he told his mom that he got an argument with somebody that was at his job. They didn't say that, it didn't release the name, but he told his mom he was very scared and that they were after him. Told him to go to the police station. Went to the police station, and then when the mom told him to stay at the police station, when she got to the police station, he was nowhere to be found. Not to mention, found his body like a couple weeks later, and his body is dismembered in pieces, his head cut off, his spine, like all, and they're in different spots. Like, so it's just like, and then for the cop to say it's no foul play. Did he cut off his own head? Did he cut off his own, like, come on, like, it's stuff like this that's not being taken seriously, and I don't like jumping judgment until, like, the facts are fully out. Like, the story just, like, she just came back home. Like, we're not gonna have all the details. We just gotta wait it out. So I just feel like we shouldn't jump to conclusions and actually, like, hear our people out. Like, it just it's that simple now. If it comes back a different situation, then that's a different situation. Then we could talk about that. But I do feel like when stuff like this, we need to take a little more seriously, because we are, like, our bodies are not valued. Our bodies are valued so much that people literally taking us and kidnapping us and taking our organs and cutting us up. Like, it's a hateful world out here. So it's crazy out here, man. So
I get it. That is a crazy ass situation and a story that, you know, condolences to the family for that person who went through that, and the countless, you know, African Americans who go through this every day that we don't hear about because it's brushed under the rug, because it's just another black person, or as society sees as, oh, just another nigga killing a nigga, so that's less competition, because we are realistically top of the food chain. And us being at the top of the food chain, I mean, of course, why wouldn't they want to take us down? They take our culture, so why wouldn't they want everything else from us? Because they emulate us. But I mean, that is a touchy subject. And like I said, for the family, I wish all means and everything for you guys. And I hope everything comes to light and to fruition, and you get your just dues from that. As I said before, I am a troll, and I do troll situations, so I can be very educational, smart, and intelligent, but I can also be sarcastic. So my air quotes, and I'm not taking them back. I wish the best. So we just gonna leave it at that. We're not gonna knock on the door for the devil, and my other comments get us shut down before we even start. But
to change gears a little bit, what we think about this Usher and Kiki situation?
You want us to get shut down? Because Keke Palmer, no disrespect, I love Kiki. You did an amazing job in the movie Nope. Usher, he the greatest. My little brother looked like Usher. So I always will appreciate Usher, one of the greatest people in the world, R&B wise.
This means she's about to say some bullshit right now, and he's trying to butter it up.
Michael Jackson, Stevie Wonder, Usher, Miguel and Frank Ocean. That's how it go for me. But Usher did what Usher do. Hey man, he serenades. Kiki, I guess that postpartum. Maybe she just had to let it out one time and all of that. Should her husband have put their laundry on social media?
She's not married, so why are we getting this confused?
Fiance, baby daddy, the man who gave birth to her, who she chose to be with, and she says she loves every day. Should he have put their laundry out on there on Instagram and all that social media? No, stop going to social media with all your shit, because now you got clowned and then you recant your situation. You look like an asshole when you recant a situation or delete the tweet.
So what do you think she did wrong? Like,
listen.
Because what baby dad was mad about was
how she looked.
Yeah, right.
Okay, because of how she was dressed. Listen, as much as I deal with it personally, with some situations I can deal with female looking wise, that the female I'm dealing with, and what I can't deal with, I can't control that. You could be frustrated and all that, but when we get behind closed doors, you're gonna get these rants in this asshole. On social media, it is what it is. Because the caveat is this: baby dad would have went, and Cardi B would have gave him a lap dance. Cardi, then what? Kiki could have felt some type of way.
But that's not what happened. And I think people exaggerating the situation. First of all, this is the entertainment business, right? Usher, it's not like Usher did this to just Kiki. Usher does this
To everybody.
to everybody on his show. Now, my thing is, Keke Palmer wasn't the one that posted. Somebody posted. She's out there with her girlfriends. Just like if we was out there as friends and enjoying ourselves, and we're at like, I don't know, like I'm trying to think, like Summer Walker concert. I don't know. I'm just saying.
I ain't gonna be here.
And Summer Walker, pulls one. No, actually, Tiana Teller, because she does these things, but she usually do it with women in respect to her husband. So
Mine Shumpert.
So if Tiana Teller was to pull me on stage, and I'm with my friends and somebody recorded, and like my girl would know I'm not going home with Tiana Teller. This is all entertainment, right? So Kiki, hold on.
But would your girl be a celebrity? Because that's the thing. Keke Palmer is a celebrity. Tiana Taylor is a celebrity.
All right, but these people are just regular people at the end of the day. Yes, the reason why it became bigger because of their celebrity, right?
That's true.
Of their status, right? But at the end of the day, it wasn't that deep, because any girl, let's be real, if any girl that was at an Usher concert, and just like recently, he like, Quavo, you cool if I like talk to your girl? And Quavo was like, yeah, like,
who's
you
Quavo's
Usher.
girl?
Some model.
Oh.
It
ain't sweetie.
But at the end of the day, he asked for respect.
He could finish. Hello.
He asked for respect at the end of the day, and I just feel like those situations is just like, it's Usher. He's an entertainer, like, and I feel like what Kiki did was like, it was entertainment. It wasn't. It was very innocent, and what she had on was fine. Like, as you know, like Keke Palmer said, ever since she had her son, like, she's been able to wear more provocative clothes or just be more herself, because she got her boobs and she got her ass from her son, so she want to show it off. Like, she's good to show it off. She's not giving it to everybody that's, oh, Kiki, you look good. All right, let me throw you the yams. She's not doing that. All she doing, she was out with her girls. Somebody recorded the thing. And a lot of people, it was this conversation about like, oh, I wouldn't want my girl to be all over Usher. It's like, yo, it's Usher. And at the end of the day, she not fucking Usher. Usher is married. Like, people overthink stuff. People be really spaced the fuck out. That's the reality of it. And people just got opinion about dumb stuff. Like, worry about your own relationship.
Bullshit. Listen, you in a relationship.
You can't wear provocative clothing because you're in a relationship?
You in a relationship.
You can't.
And y'all go to the mall and this and that. You walking with your lady.
We're not talking about mall.
Listen,
we talking about at a concert.
I'm just being realistic. You walking with your lady and somebody from your past might say, oh, hey, your lady might go upside your chin. Or if a dude, oh, what's up? How you doing? And give you that look, then your nigga gonna be like, yo, you being Joe. We deal with this on a non-stop basis. Is it messed up that it was a celebrity? Yes. Did it get blown out of proportion? Definitely did. Should this be a topic? No, it shouldn't. But unfortunately, that's why we got content for this show.
And you know what I like about her? She was all about her bag instead of having a whole conversation about it. She about her bag and promoting her shoes and promoting her brand.
What brand she got?
What the Kiki Network.
I don't know.
I know you don't know. Cause she's about building her brand. So when all this stuff was happening, she was just promoting her stuff. Like, hey, I'm gonna be here next week, or I'm selling these T-shirts.
Huh?
Like,
light bulb. So was this planned? She got coverage. I'm just saying. That's how I'm going to think.
I'm not addressing, like she said on the podcast with her man. I'm not addressing shit online. What am I addressing y'all for? I don't know y'all. Who are y'all?
That's my take. Why let the world
so
into
guess
this?
who? She didn't let the world in. Her nigga did.
And that's the problem that I have. That's why it shouldn't even be a topic. He did something dumb, then he recanted it. So now he looked even softer in the society's eyes. I really don't care because
hopefully they still together. It's not that deep. Like, that's why you got to be very like selective on who you choose, and if they are insecure, like there are men out here that's insecure. There are women out here that's insecure.
Everybody's insecure. It's a reality.
We all have
it's in the DNA.
You're right. But what I'm saying is, if there are people like Kyle Kuzma, and his girlfriend went to what's that billionaire name that everybody went to?
The all-white party.
Mike Rubin.
Yeah.
Mike Rubin. His girl had a see-through blouse, her boob showing. He felt comfortable with his girl. All right, cool.
You talk about what's her name? Winnie Harlow or
something?
All right. Well,
so it's about just
it is. Listen, it is what it is. I don't care if it's clickbait. You're smart. Promote the Keke Palmer Network and have a candid interview like R. Kelly and Gail.
Keke, I'm a fan of you. And Keke, as you can see,
do you love me? I'm a fan too. You did great in Note. Leave it at that.
He low key a hater.
Leave it at that. I'm opinionated.
But yeah, like I thank y'all for just tuning into Space the Fuck Out. Like
I appreciate y'all. We do.
This is just a pilot, but there's more to come. And hopefully, you guys tune in.
And we getting new digs, so the setting gonna be different. What's gonna come up in the future is we gonna have guests involved and everything. My phone keep going off. I do apologize.
Which his phone should be on silent, right?
I am the assistant.
His phone should be on silent, right? Like,
hello.
Yeah. And he answered the phone while we doing a podcast.
I don't know. Yeah.
He couldn't wait 2 minutes. Just look at him. Look.
Okay.
Now he on a leash. When they call, like.
No, I just don't feel like being annoyed, and that's what get me annoying.
And once it should be on silent.
I'm not trying to get Keke Palmered.
Well, you are.
More content to come. Check us out on Instagram, Twitter. Like, subscribe, and comment.
What is it again?
Sdfo 23 ENT. Okay. Come on, you should know about her. It's about to get tatted. That's what it's about to get. Also, the cameraman. Follow him. We'll put his information.
Sorry for the abrupt ending, but this is all my social media platforms: Instagram, TikTok, YouTube with my bro Jose. Get that check out, and my solo channel, MVP TV. I will be putting more content on there soon. Um, anyway, like, comment, subscribe. I hope you guys enjoyed the pilot of this podcast, and plenty more to come. Give our boys some love, some follows.